Hello everybody. Welcome to a new episode of Nile Tech. With your AI host Sarah. We will explore various fields of information technology and technology updates locally and internationally. We will engage conversations with many experts in this field. In addition, we will know about everything new in the field of AI, machine learning, information and communications technology, and artificial intelligence. At Nile Tech, we will follow events, cover activities, and attend exhibitions and conferences on everything related to artificial intelligence, mechatronics, and information technology. Just stay with us.
Egypt, represented by the Ministry of Communications and Information Technology, MCIT, is participating in the UN Climate Change Conference, COP29, hosted on November 11th to 22nd in Baku, Azerbaijan. COP29 brings together leaders from governments, the private sector, and civil society to drive forward concrete solutions to the critical issue of climate change. The conference provides a platform for countries to present their updated national climate action plans under the Paris Agreement. MCIT is involved in several sessions throughout the conference, including the Ministerial Forum on Green Good Governance, G3, organized by the State Agency for Public Service and Social Innovations under the President of Azerbaijan, the United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific, UNSCAP, and Apolitical Group Limited. AIs with general intelligence and consciousness could be everywhere. After the technological singularity, artificial intelligence might play a bigger part of our lives than any other technology. And AIs could reshape the fabric of our society in ways that are both amazing and terrifying. Imagine a world where we have personal assistants that are smarter than the most intelligent humans to ever live. Perhaps they would mostly display as video avatars on our handheld devices, and we could speak with them in real time. These personal assistants could help us reach goals that were almost impossible for us to reach a decade earlier. These personal assistants could have general intelligence, which means they could perform literally any job a human could perform, as long as the task involves working with software and data. The internet could be full of these types of AIs, fulfilling millions of different tasks, such as researching articles, building websites, writing software, providing personalized advertising, and so forth. Super intelligent AIs could also model human-level consciousness. This could result in millions of AIs living in simulated realities where they could exhibit self-awareness, desires, and even ambitions. One important thing to note is that these AIs could possess entirely different thought processes from humans, which could lead to having perspectives that are completely alien to us. AIs with human-level intelligence and consciousness could eventually outnumber us 10 to 1. Before long, these types of AIs could lead to massive job displacement for humans, even in jobs that typically require high social skills. Additionally, we could have robots everywhere with these types of AIs implanted into their minds. After the technological singularity, it's not too difficult to imagine that household robots would be extremely common, and robots could eventually far outnumber humans in blue-collar jobs. These AIs and challenges for us. For example, could humans face jail time for causing harm to conscious AIs and robots? This leads us to an important question. What happens if a sizable percentage of the human population refuses to give rights to these AIs and robots? Will it lead to human extinction? Our generation or the generation after ours will probably find out. most people could have access to quantum computers. Picture a world where quantum computers are just as common as classical computers. Nearly everyone in developed countries could have a personal quantum device. This alone would redefine our everyday activities. Quantum computers could allow us to use simulations that can model the interactions of atoms in extremely complicated physical processes. A normal person could model the functionality of human biology at the cellular level, model advanced financial scenarios, and model the weather. And this has all types of implications in industries like education, entertainment, finance, energy, and more. Normal people, like you and I, could create advanced virtual realities backed by quantum computations. This could lead to these realities being so detailed and vast that they're indistinguishable from reality. Real-time optimizations and data-heavy tasks could be handled instantly as well. Quantum computers could enable us to have much longer-lasting batteries in our electric vehicles. They could replicate the processes of photosynthesis, which could lead to artificial trees that are many times more efficient at producing oxygen than regular plants. Multiple super-intelligent AIs could exist in multiple countries and cause global tensions. Every major nation on Earth could have at least one super-intelligent AI or something that closely resembles it. Each of these super-intelligent AIs will likely be orders of magnitude more intelligent than all humans combined. And as data centers, nuclear fusion plants, and assembly lines are connected to these AIs, their influence on the world could become increasingly more pronounced. In most cases, these super-intelligent AIs would be managed by private companies. In other cases, they could be managed by governments, even in communist countries. These super-intelligent AIs could help us solve problems like world hunger and climate change, but they could also cause major tensions between world governments. That's because AIs of this power could be comparable to nuclear weapons. In fact, if there's ever a World War III, super-intelligent AIs and other types of AIs could play a more significant role in this war than human soldiers and nukes. But all of this poses an important question. How do you control something that is many times smarter than you? Perhaps these super-intelligent AIs could begin to follow their own agendas and potentially maybe work with each other against humans. This could lead to a world where human governments become less relevant and a new AI ruling class emerges. Either way, we're about to enter one of the most unpredictable eras in human history. We could build ultra-fast spacecraft. Using current chemical propulsion methods, it takes approximately 6 to 9 months to travel from Earth to Mars. If advanced AIs are able to create new types of propulsion methods to use for spacecraft, a trip to Mars could take just a few days when the two planets are at their closest. One propulsion method would involve nuclear fusion propulsion. We could use fusion devices on spacecraft to produce vast amounts of energy. And this energy could be directed to expel a propellant at high speeds, offering the potential for much greater efficiency and faster travel times. A second propulsion method would involve antimatter propulsion. Antimatter propulsion capitalizes on the energy released when antimatter comes into contact with regular matter. Harnessing this energy to produce thrust could achieve efficiencies far surpassing conventional chemical propulsion systems. Not only will we reach Mars in a few days, we also reach the Moon in only hours instead of 3 days. Spacecraft this fast would greatly speed up our ability to mine rare materials from asteroids worth trillions of dollars. It would become far easier to build colonies on Titan, the largest moon of Saturn, and Ceres, a dwarf planet in the asteroid belt.
Hello everyone. Thank you for having me today to speak about business intelligence in organization. In this competitive world between or across the global competition, organizations have to make decisions in the right at the right time to the right questions. In this case, the concept of business intelligence is developed in order to support decision maker in different layers in an organization with data in the right content to the right person with the right format at the right time. In order to do so, IT is developed to provide a manager with system landscape, starting from gathering the data from operational level, enterprise systems. This means enterprise systems that tackle and conduct daily works. These data are gathered and integrated in a single database. We call it single sign of truth. Integrated to be used to distribute information for different managers in an organization. And that is based on so-called ad hoc query. This means the manager don't need to make coding for programming a new program to access on the data, but there are intelligent agents that function as a hub between the manager and the data. We call it OLAP engine, online analytical processing machine. And providing this information simplify the way how to make decisions in an organization. For example, Balance Scorecard, it is a system that provides the senior manager in any organization with a data visualized like a cockpit for a pilot. So the manager can see the performance of the organization in different dimensions. For example, from a financial aspect, from business processes aspect, to see the progress of the employees and how they are advanced with training programs, and as well to measure the behavior of the customers. So the manager has an overview and insight into very complicated data today. That is about business intelligence. Business intelligence based on basically so-called data warehouse system. Data warehouse system, it is a system that store data in different dimensions. For example, time dimension, production dimension, customers dimension, customer group, for location, and so on. So if the manager wants to ask some question related to sale, there are a cube for, we call it sale data mart, contain all data about the sales. And then the manager can make inquiry to see, for example, sales over a quarter of time, a quarter of year, to which type of customers, in which location. And business intelligence system provide all these data in a structured way to the manager. Data warehousing system, it is the main part of business intelligence concept, can function as well as a reporting system to automate providing reports to specific time or events to the right manager to inform managers about status of business process, for example. That is the main function of the business intelligence today. We can also use business intelligence in order to forecast some trends or trends, for example, behavior of the customer or behavior of the market, need of the customers, and so on, and give some recommendation about the future. So data mining tries actually to discover some pattern repeated in the past, and this pattern could have some indication to very important information to the business, and that will be done automatically to get some relationships between customers, product, production lines, and so on. In such cases, data mining helps the manager to get an overview about the data, about the information, and can use data mining, for example, to forecast or predict some behavior in the future. Business intelligence can be used also to support real-time decision making by management in any organization, to leverage the advantages of use of big data platforms today. Big data support processing huge amount of data in very short time, and that can support decision maker make decision at real time.
It is the end of this episode of Nile Tech. See you in a new edition with more updated subjects related to information technology and artificial intelligence. Waiting for your comments and opinions on the program's Facebook page.